G'day guys and gals, and welcome back to another episode of Daily Eclectic Gaming. Now, for those of you who are concerned that this channel is trying to do nothing but Magic the Gathering, that is not the case entirely. I personally am just incredibly interested in this game at the moment, and an expansion is on its way. Magic the Gathering, in case you guys don't know, does release new card expansions every 3 months, I believe. Every 2 to 3 months. And it's a completely new set of cards, probably about 130 to 160 odd cards, and it changes the meta completely. Eventually, if we go into our collection real quick, here we go. These are currently the sets that are in Magic the Gathering Arena. Given the 25-year history of the game, the paperback version has many more than this. So we had Ixalan, Rivals of Ixalan, Dominaria, then we had the Magic Core Set 2019 come out, then we had Guilds of Ravnica, Ravnica Allegiance. This next set that's coming out is called War of the Spark, and following that we will have Magic Core Set 2020. Now, this top row is one block, and the second row is a second block. The second the next set comes out, whatever the set after Magic Core Set 2020 is, whatever that set is, when that comes out, all of these four here are no longer going to be used in Standard. Standard uses the current blocks of cards, so it only goes back, up to 2 years, I think, normally. But there are other formats which we are guessing Wizards of the Coast are going to add into Magic the Gathering Arena so that these 4 sets of cards that people will have collected aren't useless. However, given that we have a new set on its way in War of the Spark, we are going to have most of our decks change from what they currently are. So what I wanted to do is I want to start smashing out a few videos of my current decks. I really enjoy playing some of these, and some of them just might not be viable when the next expansion hits. I have some pretty interesting setups here that I want to show you guys and just have some fun with. However, as we do have War of the Spark on its way, let's go ahead and do something to prep for it and pre-order ourselves a 50 pack of the new cards. That should give us a nice little head start when the set hits and allow us to start tweaking some of our existing decks and building some new ones. And there we go. So now if we go into packs, I'm pretty sure that's locked. There we go. Available on the 25th of the 4th. So for me, that is a mere 9 days away. Cannot wait. I believe the new set comes out at the beginning of the month. So if we are able to unlock those about 5 days early, I wonder if we'll be able to play them earlier as well. Anyway, opening up 50 packs should give us a fair few of these as well. Because look at that, one more pack until we get a rare wild card, and then it'll be another 6. Every 6 will give us a rare wild card. However, in 25 more packs, we'll get a mythic rare wild card. And every 6 we get a uncommon wild card. So with 50 cards, we'll be getting about 9 or so of each of these, which will be very handy in, again, creating those decks as they come. Because right now I am a little limited. I have used up a fair few rares recently, just building fun decks. So, c'est la vie. Anyway, that's enough rambling on about that. Let's get into it with a little deck I like to call Niv Mizzet. And that is a picture of an angel. Obviously not Niv Mizzet, the dragon, but those are the only 2 creatures in the deck. It's a very heavy control deck, which has our punching card be Niv Mizzet in the end. Here we do have 3 ways of drawing cards. We have the mana to play them all. We actually have a decent mana base. Weird lands to play, but at least one of them doesn't come in tapped. And so yeah, we're going to start off with this Hollowed Fountain. Just get it on the board because it will, given it is a plain and island, allow us to play Clifftop Retreat untapped. And then we can play Revitalize, and looks like we're up against mono blue, which could be an issue. Anyway, we'll play that and then we'll just leave it there. No point playing Treasure Map just yet because a 3rd mana is needed to actually scry it in our opponent's turn. Otherwise, it just sits on the board for an extra turn and allows our opponent to potentially deal with it. Looks like we are most definitely versing mono blue, which isn't great, but we do have Cleansing Nova, and hopefully we get enough mana up to it to just wipe his board state and be done with it. We have Nivi, which is good because he cannot be countered, and mono blue does like to have a few counter spells. But let's see how this goes. We're going to have to play this tapped, and then we're either going to Revitalize or Opt, but we hand the turn over to our opponent because there's not much more we can do here. This deck does like weaving cards a little bit. Mission Briefing lets us reuse some instances and sorceries from our graveyard, which is very handy, particularly when we have our own counter spells. We only have, I think, 4 counter spells, 2 negates and 2 absorbs in this deck. But Mission Briefing does allow us to bring those back and reuse them over and over again. Or not over and over again, let's reuse them once. But we do have, I think, a playset, 4 cards of Mission Briefing. I noticed I didn't actually show the deck list for this deck. We'll show it after this first little stab at the deck, see how we go, and I'll quickly show you all what's actually in the deck. Run to the pump a little bit here, but Revitalizers have kept us healthy. We're on 22 health at the moment. That Pteramander and the Curious Obsession is annoying. It's excellent card draw for our opponent right there. And the Pteramanders, with their ability there, they can adapt to be very, very dangerous creatures, but he has nowhere near enough instances in his graveyard to make that happen yet. We are 1 turn away from cleansing Novering him. He is low on mana, which is good. Hopefully next turn he plays a 3 mana cost card, so he doesn't have enough for a counter spell. That would be beautiful. But this time we are going to play our treasure map because we can tap it and we can use our opt as well. So, is he planning on countering that? If he's going to counter it, he only has Spell Pierce. There's only one... Oh, yeah, no, there's only 1 spell he could be casting if he wants to counter it. Alright, that makes me curious. I think there's a very good chance he may be holding a counter spell, which means we have to be very careful with this Cleansing Nova. Next turn may not be the best turn to use it. We want to wait till he's tapped out so we can't just counter it with absolute impunity. But he does have the advantage on the board, so he might not want to overplay. Oh, Chart of Course, it's very, very good for us. We'll just put in our own little treasure mappy at the moment. Oh, counter spell. See, now it's a matter of maybe. Yeah, no, I know what I'm going to do. Now it's a matter of waiting and building up the mana base. Treasure map can help with that immeasurably, but building up the mana base to be able to cast Cleansing Nova and have the Absorb in hand to counter their counter spell, because with that many cards, he's going to have a counter spell. He's just going to. So we can Mission Briefing back, Revitalize, keep us in the game a little longer, which will be good. Mission Briefing, Revitalize, and pay 1 for the treasure map. I think that's going to be our play here. We could Angel of Grace in and try and kill the Pteramander, but there is no way he doesn't have a counterspell in 6 cards. And watch, he will always keep 2 mana open now. I don't think he's ever going to do anything that leaves him open. Alright, there goes the attack. Yeah, we'll just let that hit. No reason to do anything now. Let that all come through. I still want him to play a card though, because let's just do our little scry. See what we have coming. We kind of want to land, I think, maybe? Yeah, no, we'll keep that. Okay, resolve, let him get his card draw. Oh boy, he has got a lot of cards. But I'm not scared that we're out of it. I think we still have a good chance. Now the thing is, if we do Missions Briefing for Revitalize now, it means we can't Mission Briefing for an Absorb later, which is actually something that I think we might wait and do. Oh, we've got a lot of choices here. Whoa, Jesus. Oh god, this Cleansing Nova is going to be amazing if we can get it off. Let's see now. If we Mission Briefing for a Revitalize, we do get to draw this card now. Next time we have 5 mana. This can come in played for 2, so we can have 6 mana. We can tap 1, get the treasure map, 3 more mana. Yeah, okay, that's our play. This allows us to Cleansing Nova next turn. Oh, actually, what am I saying? We're going to draw that anyway. We could have Cleansing Nova next turn without doing this, but Oh, is he going to counterspell it? He has counterspells. There is no doubt in my mind that he has counterspells. Let's actually do this so we don't take 2 life. We can just dump that. We don't need it particularly. It would be nice to get Niv Mizzet on the board. I didn't think of that. So we probably shouldn't have dumped it. But anyway, we'll just take a Revitalize. We'll cast that Revitalize. Wonder if he counters this one. Oh, he's hovering his hand. There it is. Spell Pierce. Boom. Oh, well, it wasn't vital to our attack plan. We can still do this. And now, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. But we drop one to actually use treasure map. Then we have 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, perfect. All right. Treasure map for one of our blue. Mission briefing. Yeah, we'll keep that on top because that lets us snap back for another cleansing nova or absorb later. Okay, so now we can do this sucker. We'll just come down hard. He'll counter this. Like 100% he's going to try counter this. But I say try. He has 2 mana. Oh, there it is. And here comes the absorb on the Wizard's Lightning. This may actually see him quit the game. A lot of people don't like having this happen to them, but we're just gonna quickly absorb that so that we can gain 3 life and destroy all these creatures, putting us in a pretty nice spot right now, I gotta say. He's only taken us down to 17, he only has 4 cards in hand, so all the faffing around in those previous turns has led to not much of a benefit for him. Warkite's not bad. I did not expect to see that in a mono blue deck. That is so cool. And he gives up. There we go. He doesn't even know what we have. He's probably assumed we've got Niv Mizzet. And that's why you don't just rush straight in. Protecting that cleansing nova is what won us that game. Hands down is what won us that game. So that's 1 game down. Very nice. I'll show you what's in this deck. We have 2 ops, 3 revitalize, 3 missions briefing, 1 negate. Only 1 negate. 1 lava coil, 3 justice strike, 1 response resurgence, 3 treasure map, 2 absorb, 2 deafening clarion, 1 settle the records, 2 chemist's insight, 4 angels of grace, 2 cleansing novas, 3 Niv Mizzet Parun, the Immortal Sun, 2 expansion explosions, and then a spattering of land including Field of Ruin. I may even add a second Field of Ruin. I just don't have one right now, and I don't feel like spending one of my uncommon thingies on it. But this card's actually very nice because A, you can use it to destroy non-basic land your opponent controls. Big key there is if they're playing something, just for example, treasure map, turns into a non-basic land. So you can just use your Field of Ruin to destroy it, and then both of you get to search for a basic land. The benefit for us there is we get to search for a basic land. We're going to want to pick an island or a mountain to make up the mana difference to be able to play Niv Mizzet, because holy hell, getting 3 blue, 3 red in mana sources is a little tricky, which is one of the reasons why we have treasure map, because it does help us with that. Getting those treasures really helps fill in the gaps. You may think it's a little weird that we even have response resurgence in the deck. But 1 of those and 1 lava coil, 1 negate, there's a lot of single, 1 settle the wreckage. Settle the wreckage is mainly because I only own 1. But only having 1 of each of these you may think is a bit of a weakness, but we do have those 3 mission briefings. So what this allows us to have is missions briefing becomes a very strong card in the late game. Because it means when we're up against our opponent and we're holding a missions briefing in hand, we can use it to copy a negate, to copy a lava coil, to copy an absorb, to copy a settle, we can use it to bring back a lot of shit. The reason we have only 1 lava coil and 3 justice strikes is because lava coil only does 4 damage. That's it in a nutshell. It only does 4 damage. We have 1 of them in there though, because if someone plays Rekindling Phoenix, it's just an amazing way to deal with that card. And you may think we only have 1, so what are the chances of getting it? We do draw through our deck somewhat consistently. We have 2 Chemist's Insights, we can use Explosion for some card draw, we have the treasure map for card draw after it flips, we have Opt, we have Revitalize, Missions Briefing does Surveil. We actually get through our deck fairly well. And once we get that lava coil out and we use it, well, we still have a second use of it in the 3 missions briefings that we can draw. The other key thing with Rekindling Phoenix is we can absorb it twice, we could settle it, we could Justice Strike it followed by a Deafening Clarion to kill the egg. Lots of options. But anyway, the main reason we don't run 2 lava coil and 2 Justice Strike is purely because I find Justice Strike deals with more enemies. If our opponent throws a Niv Mizzet on the board, we're not going to be able to kill it with a lava coil, but we are going to be able to kill it with a Justice Strike. And that's the key. We really want something to be able to kill those big creatures, because other than Justice Strike, we don't have any single creature removal. We've got any big creature removal. We got lava coil, but that only deals with anything of power 4. We got Deafening Clarion, but it's a board wipe. as you can see. Now, the reason Resurgence in here is because it's an easy to play early game kill. If someone puts a Steel Leaf Champion on the board turn 3, that can be very, very dangerous for us. We only have the 1 Lava Coil, we only have the 3 Justice Strikes, so if we don't have any of those, the 1 response can be very, very helpful. It's also, as I said, very easy mana to cast because you can either play 2 red, 2 white, or 1 red, 1 white. It's very, very easy. But anyway, Resurgence, on the other hand, is a very nice card for late game if we manage to get our creatures on the board. We have 4 Angels of Grace and 3 Niv Mizzets. Now, these guys are 5 power each. If we have 1 or 2 of them on the board and we use Resurgence to get an extra combat phase, we can just win the game. Now, the reason Angel of Grace is in this deck is because, like I said in the past, I love finding a home for every card. The Flash is really nice because like more than half our deck we play in our opponent's turn, and Angel of Grace just allows us to play a creature in our opponent's turn as well, which can actually throw some people off guard, which is amazing. Not to mention flashing in a flying 5 strength creature is really good as well, and it can keep us alive and has in the past saved me where your opponent thinks they strike in with lethal, you drop Angel of Grace, and you don't die. You can't die because it reduces anything that would take you to less than 1, put you on 1 instead. And if we manage to have an Angel of Grace in the bin and we have enough mana to play it, which, late game we do, we can just bring our life total back to 10 by exiling it. And we have 4 of them so that we can bring those abilities on board fairly consistently. Nivy is the main way of winning this game. Drop Niv Mizzet on the board and then just draw cards to your heart's content, continue controlling the game out, and Niv Mizzet will just beat your opponent to death in like 3 turns. He does that little bit of damage whenever you draw a card. You draw a card whenever anyone plays an instance or sorcery, which we have a lot of, so we draw a lot of cards. Surprisingly, I haven't decked myself with this deck yet, but I am very, very tempted to put in one Clear the Mind just to try and keep us alive. Target player shuffles their graveyard into their library, draw a card. Very, very, very nice for keeping you alive when your enemy tries to mill you, or when you try to mill yourself when you have Niv Mizzet and Immortal Sun on the board and you're drawing like 4 to 5 cards a turn. It can get a little dicey, but it hasn't been a problem yet, so I've just left it out of there. Anyway, enough of all that. Let's get back into a couple more games with this. Probably want to aim for about 3 or 4 games a video, keep them a decent length, but not too long. And really show you guys what this deck can do. So that last game was pretty good. We just controlled the game out and won. I know some people don't like control decks, but you have to admit they are kind of fun to play. Our opponent goes first, but we can play a Revitalize and a Treasure Map, so we'll keep it. And one of the reasons expansion is in this deck is that copy target instance or sorcery spell with converted mana cost 4 or less. That isn't necessarily to copy our own card. The amount of times I've used expansion to counter an opponent's counter spell, using like red mana for instance, is just amazing. It's so, so good. Anyway, we have enough now for Justice Strike, which is very good as well. So we'll just play that. We're up against blue again, but they're not playing quickly. So we could be having a good run at it here. If it is mono blue, the fact that they haven't played anything on turn 1 or 2, still might be mono blue actually. It looks like they were trying to trick us with a with the Merfolk trick stuff. See, flash cards. It's amazing. That card's been on the board for like a few seconds, but it's going to be able to attack now, which is pretty nifty. Yeah, there we go. It's attacking. We're not going to Justice Strike it because it's a 2/2. We're not too scared of that. I mean, Revitalize gives us 3 health, so we're back up to 21. Like, we're not phased at the moment. When you play a control deck, your life total is something you need to take into consideration. It is a resource. Use it. So that counterspell sucked because we didn't get to draw a card or gain some mana, which, you know, it's annoying, but we'll put our Field of Ruin on the board, get our treasure map down, and be able to scry it in our opponent's turn. Unless he counters this as well. Oh, you've got to be kidding me. 2 Spell Pierce. That's irritating. Here comes the Curious Obsession. So now we're versing mono blue that's starting to ramp up a bit. We have 2 counterspells gone though, and I would have loved to have the treasure map, but it's not the end of the world. See, Tempest Gin, that's something we're going to Justice Strike. Particularly as he's tapped out. Like, this is perfect timing for it. This comes into play tapped, so we'll probably just let that come into play tapped. And before he can get mana to be able to counterspell it, we're just going to murder that Gin. No problemo. Alright, so now we still have this Trickster coming in, giving him annoying card advantage with that Curiosity. There was actually We may have even killed the merfolk just to stop that Curious Obsession, but then we would have been taking 5 damage from the Jin. It would have been too much. So here we can opt. That's basically all we've got going for us. We're going to do it now though because we have a lot of open mana. Hopefully we get something good. That is pretty good, but we need something that can help us win. Sadly, I think I'm going to put Counterspell down. I can't... Counterspell is beautiful to have, but we need something to keep us alive, and Counterspell is not gonna do that too well. Not to mention we couldn't actually play Counterspell because it needs to be blue. There comes the Trickster, so that's going to be 6 damage to our face this turn. So we have 1 turn to draw something to win, and he has enough mana to counter. So I doubt we're going to win. Let's see, that comes into play tapped, but we don't have anything else to play, so we might as well. Yeah, so we can Revitalize, and he will counter it. Again, I'm going to do it now in my turn, just because next turn he's going to draw another card, which might be the counter spell he needs, but this is our only chance of survival here. If he does counter it, we'll Expansion and get another Revitalize. Yeah, there we go. So we'll just do this. Expansion, the Revitalize to keep ourselves alive. We've got a Lava Coil. Oh, that's actually really nice. Lava Coil on the Merfolk Trickster will be very handy, but again, we're probably still dead. Oh, wait, are we... Oh, I didn't see that coming. Yeah, there you go. So that's what Terramander can do. He can turn into a beefy boy and just beat your face in, so... Oh, well. That's yeah, it's a mono blue player who just happened to have a better run for it. We didn't get our board wipe either, which really helped us in that last game, but let's just get straight back into another one. Hopefully we're not versing mono blue again. That'd be nice. Let's see, enough to play Mission Briefing and Lava Coil. Got a Mortal Sun in hand, bit of Response, although we can't play it. Probably shouldn't, we'll keep it. I haven't been calling out my opponents because I'm really terrible at this. We are versing Vulcan Grey now with the Teferi avatar. So let's see if he is playing Teferi. Bloody hope not. Now he's playing blue, which is part of what you need for Teferi, but there's probably a good chance he's just mono blue again, and we're just stuck in the infinite cycle of versing nothing but mono blue. So that gives us enough for Lava Coil, but it's a sorcery, so we can't play it in his turn. But we can Response if he were to play something that was haste. Looks like we're not against mono blue anymore, thank God. But we are against Dimir, which can be equally as painful. Now we have enough for Mission Briefing and Lava Coil, but we're not going to Lava Coil a Thoughtbound Phantasm because we only have 1 of the coils, and by the time it can attack, Response can deal with it. So, I think we're just going to end our turn, which is sad. We could Lava Coil it, because then we can Mission Briefing the lot. Yeah, no, screw it. We're going to Lava Coil it, just assert dominance. Boom. And now we're going to cry, because he'll play something that's really worth it. But next time we draw any mana, and we should be able to Mission Briefing back the Lava Coil. You know, there's ways around things. There's a Surveil, sweet, so that's a dead turn for him. He's not taking anything out of our hand, thank God, because I really want that Immortal Sun on the board. That's like the only thing I care about right now that he could take. Mission Briefing would be really strong. Ooh. Would be really strong if he were to take it as well. Yeah, I think we just leave our turn. We do a lot of this actually, you know, draw a card and just let him have his turn, see what he does. And let's see what Dimir is up to. Oh, he's playing a Locket, interesting. Whenever I see these Lockets in like Standard, I really feel the opponent doesn't have the strongest of decks because just because of my own deck building, I can never find a place for one of these Lockets. They're not bad, but they're not great either. So yeah, we'll let that resolve. He may be able to use a... Oh, okay, Dimir Spybug. Again, I am A-okay with this. We'll just get a quick little Revitalize in there. A little sneaky Revitalize. Okay, so now we have enough to Mission Briefing and either bring back Revitalize or Lava Coil. We can Chemist's Insight in his turn. We can Expansion something if it were to happen. We can Response to Dimir Spybug when it attacks. See, now we're starting to get some options, but I think this is going to be Chemist's Insight so that we can get that Immortal Sun down sooner rather than later. I'm really scared that that's going to be taken. Because Dimir really loves their Thought Erasure, which can be a very, very strong card. Being able to pick whatever you want in your opponent's deck and kill it's pretty nice. So there's a Whisper Agent, so that'll let him Surveil. Dimir Spy will go up to a 2/2. That Whisper Agent does equal a fair bit of attack damage on us. But again, we're not going to do anything to either of these. We're just going to Chemist his Insight at the end of our turn. Right now, I am scared that he has some more cards in the wings waiting for us. But for now, we're just happy. Happy to just float along. We got more mana, which is excellent. It comes into play tapped, but that's all right. We'll actually do that. We'll play the tapped one now because that means next turn we have the Immortal Sun on the board. Hopefully it lasts that long. This is actually a really nice card, Deafening Clarion. We can't play it right now because we don't have the mana for it, but that's actually a very nice card just to wipe his board. Hopefully he only surveils once next turn and we can just Deafening Clarion it, but we probably want the Immortal Sun. So this really comes down to, do we Lava Coil with Missions Briefing? I don't think we need to. Had to be a Spybug could get dangerous, so we could. But I'm going to hold it. At the end of his turn, we can Chemist his Insight if nothing dangerous comes down anyway. But we can... it's not an instance, so we can't do that in his turn, but we got the response if we need it. I think Deafening Clarion's happening next turn, boys. And girls. So that comes down. You can exile a card. Oh, he wants to exile a Chemist. Alright, yeah, no, we'll just do that straight away. We will dump. Oh, actually, that's a very good question. What do we get rid of? We're definitely Deafening Clarion next turn. Response Resurgence. Yeah, we'll get rid of Response Resurgence because it's not dead to us. We can Mission Briefing it back, which is always fun. This works out good for us because now his Blood Operative loses a little bit of value in that he isn't actually exiling a card. We get some draw. Oh, another Deafening Clarion. Hell yes. Nothing like a couple of good old board wipes there. So we'll take 5. We're down to 16. I'm not too worried. He does have enough for a counterspell, but we have enough to expansion a counterspell back. It's always fun. Alright, so here comes 3 damage to all creatures. We'll resolve that. Down comes a counterspell. Down comes our expansion of his counterspell into a counterspell to counter his counterspell. I am the one who surveils. Let's see. Yeah, we'll take an opt. Oh, we'll leave an opt on top, I mean. So, that's why I love expansion. Love expansion. So good. Ooh, Doom Whisperer. Ooh, that's a big boy. Okay, now we're talking. So we have 7 mana. We have a Mission Briefing, which means we could bring back Lava Coil. So 2 for Missions Briefing, 2 for Lava Coil. Leaves us with 3 to Deafening Clarion. So we could do that to get rid of that thing. It's not bad. I think it's the way to go. I think we just need to kill that. Chances of him having another Doom Whisperer in hand is low. The Immortal Sun hasn't been under threat yet. So I think, let's see if we do this right. So 2 for that, and then we have 5 left. We need to use red and white and something. Which leaves us with a red and a blue. So we Missions Briefing for 2. Yeah, resolve. Now our mana is incredibly tight here, but I think we have enough to cast both Deafening Clarion and Lava Thingy. Lava Coil. The game's given him priority because he can tap Doom Whisperer to pay 2. He also has Dimir Locker for a mana. I gotta not forget that. So yeah, he is going ahead and surveilling for 2, paying 2 life because his life isn't under threat at the moment. So honestly, smart move. He does get that back, which is very handy as well. Back in his hand, not back in on the field, which is always good. We'll resolve that. Excellent. So we Mission Briefing. Oh, Niv Mizzet. Do we even have to play Niv Mizzet? Blue, 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 red, red. Yeah, so we dump the plains, but we take Nivi. We're going to go for good old lava coil. Okay, so now we need a red and a white. So this needs to be red, and this needs to be tapped, and then we can lava coil the Doom Whisperer. Even though the lava coil doesn't kill it, when we kill it, it'll go into the graveyard. Oh, it'll go into exile, I mean. We'll lava coil it. Does he want to pay 2 for another Surveil? I probably would have, but it's just me. And then we'll just do a good old Deafening Clarion and finish it off. Unless he has Spell Pierce, this is going to go through. If he has Spell Pierce, that'd be an amazing upset, but he doesn't, so excellent. He is going to bring back this, though, and exile something, which sucks, but... Oh, and a Demir's Firebolt! Okay, he's got a lot of things. None of which are strong enough to survive an Angel of Grace, so that'll trick him when we play that. But I think next turn is probably going to be just the Immortal Sun. He'll gain some life off of Blood Operative getting an attack in, but we don't care. We're gonna kill him hard and fast when the time comes, so it's not that much of a threat. I love that he, absolutely love that he exiled Expansion Explosion. Good choice, really, good choice. So let's pop down the Immortal Sun. Oh, does he have a counterspell? Dimir Locket and a Watery Grave don't have a counterspell, buddy. Oh, thank God for that. And then we'll just give a turn to him, and we'll opt in his turn, just because... Yeah, I don't know. It's always fun to leave your opponent wondering what that last mana is, and that's honestly it. I have 1 mana open. It could be Shock. It could be like Spell Pierce. It's just, it makes him think. Whether he thinks about it or not is up to him, really. But if we were to tap that, it means he has all the information. He knows there's literally nothing we can do. With that open, there's stuff we can do still. So, you know, it's a bit tricky. Oh, hello. So he wants to get rid of our bloody Immortal Sun. That's annoying. That's an entire turn that he's just set us back. Oh, we're taking that. Entire turn he's set us back purely for 2 mana. Sucks. All the benefit of Immortal Sun's gone because... Oh, that actually really annoys me. But Mission Briefing's back, which means we're just going to bring back a Deafening Clarion, kill everything he has on his board, and laugh. We'll play this tapped because we're not going to play Nivi this turn. But, oh, actually, is Deafening Clarion... Okay, it's only Sorcery Speeds. We have to do it now, so... Mission Briefing. Resolve. Oh, hell yeah. Settle the Wreckage. Yeah, no, we'll keep those on top. Yeah, we're definitely going to grab the Deafening Clarion. And then we'll just do this, and then we'll just do this, and then we'll do this. Wipe his board once again. Oh, he's going to be getting sick of that. He doesn't have card draw, so he's down to only a couple of options, which puts us in a strong position. He does have this to be able to draw more later, which, you know, I would be doing fairly soon if I was him. And he does, I suppose, have card draw in the Blood Operative, bringing it back to his board over and over again. That sucks. A little annoying. We might even Explosion it for 1. Gets rid of the Deafening Clarion. Yeah, I would be too, buddy. Oh, that's right, we drew Settle the Wreckage. I'll just let him play into Settle the Wreckage because it exiles this pain in the ass and he can't keep bringing it back. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, leaving us with 4 mana open for nothing really. So yeah, we'll just give it to him, settle the crap out of what he has. We'll expansion counterspell if he tries to counterspell it. Oh, yeah, no, we're playing Angel of Grace this turn because we want to settle the Wreckage to Doom Whisperer. Wholeheartedly. So he's going to attack with things. We'll just kill things with Angel of Grace. Boopity boop. Does he have a Scatter Essence? Well, Essence Scatter. 2 mana, 1 card remaining. Alright. Angel of Grace with that beautiful animation hits the board. We're just going to murder his Blood Operative because yay. Oh, does he have a combat buff? No, he doesn't. Excellent. Blood Operative is dead. Angel of Grace is on the board and doing well. So this turn, I think this turn it's Immortal Sun. This turn could just be Niv Mizzet, actually. Niv Mizzet. Now we want to settle the wreckage. We want to settle his wreckage. So we'll just play the treasure map this turn. And we'll just leave it like that. We'll pretend like we're going to chump block the Doom Whisperer with our Angel of Grace, but in reality we're just going to settle the living hell out of him with this beautiful card. I'm hoping he surveils and brings that back. Well, actually, no, I don't. Oh, I blocked the wrong thing. I should have blocked the Whisper Agent because I wanted to settle the damn... I wanted to settle this guy to stop him bouncing it. Oh, just the Doom Whisperer. Yeah, this is an easy one. We just chump block it, I think. Yeah, no, we just chump block it. Prevents us taking the damage. We'll just treasure map real quick. Oh, explosion's an instance. Oh. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 4, 5. Ha! We can explosion for 1, kill it and draw a card. I'm up for that. Now, does he have a counterspell? Is this single card in his hand a counterspell? We haven't seen this card yet. Oh, it's murder. Well, at least that's gone. Niv Mizzet won't take a hit now. Oh, yeah. This is actually pretty good. This is actually pretty good, boys. This will be him playing... Oh, and girls. This will be him scrying to bringing back his Blood Operative for 3 because his health isn't under threat, but I love it. Just keep dropping your health, buddy, because it's what we're going for in the end. It is our win condition. Oh, he murdered it so it didn't get blocked. What? No. Oh, it has trample. Oh, yeah. If you ever try to chump block something and then sacrifice the chump block, something with trample will still go through. And what did we just lose? Oh, that's not good. That was our Angel of Grace getaway card. We're in trouble. Oh, no, we're not. We just settle the wreckage and win. We can't play that because we need to settle. We'll keep Absorb open so that we can, let's see, 2 blue, 1 white. Yeah, we have enough to settle and absorb. So if he tries to counter our settle, then, you know, we laugh. Yeah, that's it. That's our turn. Not much of a turn. He'll think he's going to, like, he's probably being very confident that he's going to win. We do get to do what we wanted to do in the first place and settle the Blood Operative and Doom Whisperer should he attack with both. However, some people are scared of this card and don't attack with everything if they don't need to, which, you know, honestly is a smart move. Can't forget to drink that good water. Okay, so he's going with everything except Doom Whisperer. See, this is a smart move. We're just going to go ahead and do our little treasure mappy. Make it look like a desperation attempt. Lots of mana is not bad, but following turns probably not going to be too important. We want cards. This is why he doesn't attack with Doom Whisperer, which is a smart move. He attacked with both because if we did have something to block out one of them, then he still gets through for lethal. But we had Settle, which gets rid of both. This means he does get 2 mana, but he already has more mana on the enough mana on the field to play anything he draws, so it's really no benefit. Apart from it thins his deck and makes sure he probably draws more good cards. Alright, what are we looking at? Another Dimir Spy Buggy. If we absorb it, we go to 6. It's just a Spy Bug though. Niv Mizzet will deal with that next turn, so all good. Oh. Wow, this guy really likes dropping his health. Okay, Dimir Spy Bug goes up a little. Put down our planes. Put down the old Niv Mizzet. Cannot be countered, which is very handy. Can be murdered, which is why we have Absorb open though. Does that keep... That keeps Absorb open. So we'll treasure map right now as well, just to... oh, hell yeah. We'll keep a second Absorb. We only have 2 of them in the deck, but having both of them on the field is pretty nice. Won't play Immortal Sun this turn because we want to keep Absorb open. Though I did just realize in all of this, Doom Whisperer dies. Niv Mizzet dies because Doom Whisperer attacks. If we absorb this, yeah, we'll absorb it. It does mean if he has a murder in hand that we... oh no, we drew another absorb that we can still play. Yeah, no, this is good. We are going to do that 1 damage to Doom Whisperer, so now if he wants to attack with it, Niv Mizzet can kill it. Oh, this is a close one. That Doom Whisperer, him not attacking with that for the settle, very, very, very smart move. Now, what's his remaining card? Rebuke! Oh, no way! Oh, this is fun. So yeah, we're going to attack his health directly. We drew a Justice Strike, which is amazing. That'll deal with Doom Whisperer. And return all non-land permanents to the player, blah, 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 blah. That's being absorbed. Boom, boom, boom. Beautiful part here is we now have enough health to survive Doom Whisperer attacking us, so Niv Mizzet doesn't have to be sacrificed. We Justice Strike it next turn. We're in a very, very good place. All because of the double absorb. Oh, River's Rebuke. Beautiful, man. Beautiful. We could have actually dealt with the Dimir Spybug with the little pings from Nivi here, but I just want to focus on his health total there. We can actually let both go through, but we'll block the... Oh, wait. Oh, geez, that was close, actually. Dimir Spybug has menace. We can't block it with 1 creature. So he can get through with 8 right now, which we are more than happy to let him do. Well, actually, I don't know about more than happy to let him do, because Dimir Spybug kills us next turn if we do that. Oh, he didn't even attack. He didn't even attack. Oh. Yeah, the Dimir Spybug's going down just because of the threat it poses, because we can't block it with 1 creature. Justice Strike, the Doom Whisperer playing Justice Strike will kill the, the Dimir Spybug. Yes, Niv Mizzet. Oh, control game's going for so long, but oh, they are satisfying when they work. You can't counter it because he has no cards in hand, and he gives up. Woo! Niv Mizzet, bringing it home. Oh. Oh, there we go. What did we get? Oh, Guildmate. We counted one of those in that game. Alright, let's get into another game. Probably squeeze one more in. I pretty much want all these videos to be about 45 minutes long, like 40 to 50 minutes, kind of thing. I think it's a nice, decent length to get 2 or 3, maybe 4 games, depending on speed. Ooh, we have a good mana base, a little bit of everything, and we have a couple of things we can play, so yeah, sure. We have a creature we can play if we get that high as well, which is always handy. Sell the wreckage, so a board wipe, very, very handy. That comes into play tap, so we play it first. Yeah, if I had 4 absorbs, probably all 4 absorbs would be in this deck. That is a card that I have never seen put on the board. That is amazing, dude. I wonder if his is a Spirit Tribal deck. That's actually the next deck I'm going to be playing, actually. I have a Spirit deck, but it's not an Orzhov Spirit deck, it is a Spirit Tribal deck. So an Orzhov Spirit deck uses... actually, that's not even a Spirit card, what I'm talking about. Orzhov Spirits use the Afterlife mechanic to create 1/1 Spirits and everything. Ooh. Oh god, he is going to be hitting me hard and fast. Settle the Wreckage is going to be a beautiful card. We do not have the mana to play it right now though, which is a little terrifying. Oh boy. Oh, busy boy. Field of Ruin may even be a good idea just to get rid of the red, but... Oh, as I was saying, if I had all 4 Absorbs, I'd probably put all 4 of them in the deck because Absorb is an amazing card. But my Spirit deck is actually Jeskai, not Jeskai? Esper-Colors. And uses the M19, the M19 Spirit dude that gives +1/+1 to all other spirits. Like it's an actual Spirit Tribal deck, which is just really fun. Like I love it. It's actually really fun to play. Yeah, so this turn's probably Treasure Map, which means we don't need to be fancy mana, so we'll just drop that, get it on the field. Next turn we are taking 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 damage. Oh my god. We need a Plains. We need to draw a Plains next turn, or I think we're dead. We get 1 turn of scrying for it. 4! Oh, That's disgusting. Please be a plains. This has to be a plains. Okay, it isn't. This next card has to be a plains. Oh, this is gonna hurt. This is an insanely quick game. Insanely quick battle. I don't know what Remorseful Spirit's doing in there. Surely there's a better 2-drop he could have, but I don't know. Exiling cards from the graveyard's a pretty nice trick to have up your sleeve. Oh my god. Well, this has to be a plains or we're dead. Well, we're dead. Oh, aggro decks are bloody quick. How close were we to our plains? Don't tell me it was the next card. Oh, it was. We would have paid 2 for that. Let's do this at least. This is what Field of Ruin does, by the way. Bang! It doesn't lock him out of that color though, because he'll just find a mountain. We've lost this. Let's get out of here. Let's get into another game real quick. That was a non-game. Oh, that sucked. That was quick. I wasn't expecting that. That was quick but winnable. Not from what we had, but if we had that, like, 1 card away from getting the island we needed, and that game would have been amazing. Yeah. Just Strike, Deafening Clarion response. Keeping it. I guess mono red, this is going to be pretty good actually. Deafening Clarion to wipe his board state. So that means we want to play this first. Comes in tapped. Next turn, this one comes in tapped, and then the plains to get our mana sorted, and we can Deafening Clarion whatever's on the board. We may even Justice Strike if he is about to play Mountain and the Choo Choo Train. Oh no, just right in my face. The Choo Choo Train, by the way, is the Steamkin. Ramps up these decks amazingly. Now, isn't this sickening? I'm 7 health down and it's my 2nd turn. Like, what is this? Alright, so I'll play that. I want more creatures on the board. Good. I want him to play something, anything. Creatures. I want creatures. More creatures. No, it's a lightning strike. Holy hell, this hurts. Alright, so this is definitely Deafening Clarion, but it's sorcery. Yeah, we can do it now then. So, plains. Deafening Clerigu. Deafening Doot Doot. There we go. Music's so loud that the goblins just exploded. Lightning Strike, we're down to 5. He has 1 card left. Oh my god. Mono red, ladies and gentlemen. We have no way of gaining life or anything. We're just building up a mana base at this point. We can Justice Strike any creatures he tries to play, but we could just be dead. I think we're just dead. Because there's probably like an 80% chance that he draws a shock spell. Ooh, oh, counter. Yes. So this will be an island so that we can absorb next turn. Oh, absorb. Oh, this equals 6 health for us because we counter something that does 3 and then gain 3. Oh, so good. And he's and a negate. Oh my god, the game loves us. Once that tapped, we're just building up a nice mana base. Don't mind if I do. I don't know why he's holding on to cards. Like, if they're mountains, he's not tricking me into anything. We'll just play another one of these. Get a treasure map on the board. Make sure we're not mana tapped out of absorb. Good. Your turn, buddy boy. You might just be building up enough cards just to go face with everything immediately. I'm really confused actually as to what he's doing. I might be waiting to see what my game plan is. So absorb is blue, blue, white. So we'll tap one of these. Get our treasure map pool. Oh god, more health. Oh, Revitalize wins games against mono red. That 3 card draw. Oh, 3 health on a card draw. So good. Yeah, his turn. I'm just not going to play anything until he does, really. I mean, I will play Revitalize at the end of this turn. Another island. Oh, another mountain. What's he got? I don't know what he's got in his hand. 3 cards that he does not want to play. I'm so confused. So we will just tap one of these again. Treasure mappy it up. Angel of Grace. Hell to the yes. We'll just make sure we do that so we can do this on our turn. Revitalize. Oh yeah, we get to draw that, of course, which is good. And then, yeah, we'll tap one of these. Get our treasure map out. I actually don't want to settle the wreckage against mono red. I want to fish for more life gain. Angel of Grace. Do we play it now or do we wait for the trick? I think we wait. Oh yeah, we draw. Forgot about that. Yeah, main phase. Oh, did we skip? Yeah, I think we skipped. Oh well, we missed putting down one land. Now, mono red that hasn't played anything for 4 or 5 turns is slightly terrifying me. Like, what's he building up for? Because I would have thought you just would have threw all shocks to my face as you drew them. If you drew creatures, I would have thought you'd just be putting them on the board as soon as possible. Not sure what he was looking for. He's not playing at the moment, so we may just win this. We may have survived against mono red, ladies and gentlemen. We have Absorb, we have Negate, we have Angel of Grace, we have 2 Justice Strikes. Honestly, I don't think he can win. If he plays a shock spell, we absorb it. If he plays a creature, we Justice Strike it. If he plays another shock spell, we negate it. If he is about to kill us, we just play Angel of Grace. If Angel of Grace dies, then we use its ability to put ourselves back to 10. Yeah, I think he's just given up. Yep, we're in roped, so I'm just going to skip forward till he decides to either play something or we win. And we win! Oh, poor little mono red player got sad that we beat him, so we just alt F4s or something. You could at least just surrender like a man. That's a little mean. Shout out to whoever our opponent was. I didn't call out his name again because I'm really bad at this, as you can tell. But that's another victory for us. So yeah, that was our Niv Mizzet deck. I believe this deck is probably still going to be playable when Spark comes out. If anything, it's probably going to get stronger. Immortal Suns are going to be in every bloody deck because there are going to be Planeswalkers out the wazoo. But our deck's pretty nice. I don't think much will change. The only thing that will change is we'll probably put in Dovin's Veto, which is a 1 blue, 1 white counter spell that cannot be countered. It can only counter non-creature spells. So it's basically a negate, but it's a non-counterable negate. So out and out, we're going to take negate in, put in Dovin's Veto, probably remove something else and put in a second Dovin's Veto just because it's that strong. And we may need to tailor some of the Justice Strike, Lava Coil stuff, like maybe 1 Justice Strike drops out so that we can add in something to kill a Planeswalker. We may even find ourselves removing Justice Strike and putting in a Lightning Strike, which lets us do 3 damage to target. Or there could be a really nice thing, actually there probably will be, let's face it, a really nice thing to kill Planeswalkers in War of the Spark. Because we cover three different colors here, blue, white, and red, so we should find something good. But anyway, that was Niv Mizzet. As you see, our curve is mostly 2-drops. 14 2-drops, and then a bunch of high-end cards, which are our Immortal Suns, our Niv Mizzets, and our Angels of Grace. It's a fun deck. This is a fun deck. If you have the cards for this, I recommend playing it. If you don't have 4 Angels of Grace, don't go using your mythic rares on Angels of Grace. I don't think the card's useful in very many situations, and this deck can run without it. Honestly, if you have Lyra, put Lyra in. She's health gain. She's a good finisher. Put in another Niv Mizzet, maybe put in a couple of Drakes. Seriously though, if you were to take out 2 Angels of Grace and put in 2 Absorbs, you're doing fine. Absorb is an extra 3 life for each card, and you counter something your opponent's doing. Angels of Grace, it's good, but I think Absorb's potentially better. And with the 3 mission briefing, you can potentially absorb 7 times. So if you don't have 4 Angels of Grace, there's plenty of other things to do, but the deck is based around Niv Mizzet, so you need at least 3 of him. But yeah, that was Niv Mizzet. A nice little fun deck that I put together and thoroughly enjoy. I hope you guys have enjoyed. If you have, let me know in the comments section below. Leave a like, all that fun stuff. And until next time, take care.